We had, not the Raw after Mania, the Raw 2 weeks after Mania. Let's talk about the biggest story on the show with Dr. Phil, obviously. I'm kidding. I just wanted to see how you'd react to that. I knew you probably were even more annoyed about Dr. Phil than I was.
Well, he was involved in the hottest storyline, Golden Truth.
That's true. He was. He looked like he wanted no part of it.
No, exactly.
He looked like he wanted less to do with it than Goldust.
Yeah.
But no, Shane McMahon, I think, being in power the second week in a row. We mentioned last week he was involved, but you didn't really see him. You didn't see him making decisions. They just mentioned it a couple times. This week, he was very involved in the show, had a lot of presence on the show. Is it me or is it weird that they had a match at WrestleMania where he could have won control for Monday Night Raw and he lost, and now he has had control of Monday Night Raw for 2 weeks?
Well, we kind of said this was kind of going to happen. He's going to get control of somewhere or another, but it's like we said, like Shane said when he came back, it was a whole shoot, and they're actually doing it now. And like they said, due to high social media support,
yes,
that Shane's going to run it again. Vince so-called liked it or whatever,
right? But
this is what it was going to be. You know, Shane talked about new stars, the ratings up, and Vince is. The idea of what we're thinking is Vince saying that, oh yeah, the ratings are up. I like these new stars. There's people with Vince that wouldn't give time to. They're getting time and they're put on 5-star matches on Monday Night Raw. Vince would never expect that from these people. So Shane's actually doing what he said he was going to do, and the product has been way better.
So do you think then the story is Vince gave him a shot and Vince didn't hate it? So he was like, okay, people liked it. Let's give you another shot. Do you think this is ultimately going to be where Vince gives him his blessing? Do you think ultimately Vince will take it back? Do you think this is going to be ongoing for a little while? How do you feel?
I think it'll be ongoing for a while, and Vince just possibly gives him power of Raw, and you get Stephanie back. Like I said, I don't think you'll see Triple H for a little while because he's trying to sell this Roman Reigns match. But I think him and Shane and Stephanie, you'll see them interact for Raw and SmackDown and control the company, because like I said, everything's been up since Shane's been there, and that was the whole point of it. And the show's changed as well. The Authority had the same song and dance. With Shane there, everything's new, everything's more exciting.
I agree. So this is one of the things I wrote down. Shane was on screen a lot, but him being on screen wasn't about him getting in the way of anything. Him being on screen was him trying to give people opportunities, about him trying to make the show better for the fans. He came out and said at one point that, we're going to make a tag team tournament for the number one contendership. He said how much he enjoyed that Fatal 4-Way last week. He mentioned how much he liked seeing Roman and Bray fighting together. Mm-hmm. I kind of dig it. We're gonna see that again later. Mm-hmm. It was more him kind of embracing that this show should be fun, and let's make it more fun for everybody. Another thing is, and I know Shane McMahon, I'm not that much of a mark. I know Shane McMahon isn't really making all these decisions, but basically all of the hardcore quote-unquote fans, it's like they're doing what those fans have been asking for, which I find very weird, because I thought WrestleMania was almost like a stone cold salute to those people. Everybody we wanted to win lost, and then they come out that night after, and it's like they're saying, okay, now we're going to give you. I don't know if they're doing it to see, like, hey, let's see if maybe it works.
Yeah.
Like, we've lost enough ratings anyway. Let's see if it gets any better doing this. Or if maybe they just decided, let's try something different for a few weeks. So then Stephanie, Hunter, and Vince have a reason to try to take control back.
Yeah, it's supposed to do that so you can see something new. But I do believe Vince and Stephanie will be back. Vince, I think, is going to give his approval. But even last week when Raw started, they said it's about new stars and building new champions and stuff like that. And these new guys, they're running the show. I hope this continues to be a thing for a long term. But remember, we still have injuries out. But the guys are starting to slowly come back. See, Cesaro comes back. He's the number one contender for the Intercontinental.
He's already in better place.
Yeah, he's already in
than he was
place
before he got hurt.
Exactly. The only problem is, like, when Randy Orton comes back, I'm not so pressed about Randy Orton because I know he'll put people over, and he kind of knows his spot. A lot of times since he's lost the world title, that was about 2 years ago, he's been in flux ever since.
Right.
The only problem is when this guy gets back,
there's no telling.
There's no telling what's going to happen.
Shovels will be sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
It'll be like a northeastern snowstorm.
Yeah.
You won't be able to find a shovel anywhere when he comes back.
Cena and Johnson Construction.
The other thing that I wanted to mention about this is how great was the Shane Kevin Owens
that was
showdowns throughout
great.
the evening.
That was great. He put Kevin Owens in his place.
I loved it because nobody really does.
Yeah.
Like Stephanie will a little bit, but they'll kind of let him say his stuff and think he's in charge.
Yeah, because the thing with Kevin Owens is as a heel, he's gonna listen to Triple H and Stephanie, and with Stephanie being the main authority figure, he's gonna always suck up to Stephanie and be like, okay.
Tell Hunter I said hi.
Yeah, tell Hunter I said hi. But the thing with Shane is he's like, who are you? I understand you're the boss's kid and all, but who are you? You're never here. So he thinks he could just walk over Shane McMahon, and Shane wasn't having it. Shane just destroyed Kevin Owens last
Loved
night.
it. Yeah, I'm not gonna be threatened, and to make sure that what happened last week doesn't happen again, I'm gonna have you escorted from the building. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
And it is good. As much as we love Owens, seeing that character kind of get it come back to him.
Yeah, it really happens.
I mean, him walking out with those security guards was hysterical to me. Like, just kind of like head buried in the sand. I love it. Anybody that cocky and arrogant when they do finally get put in their place, it's always fun.